Rob and I are joined via cell phone from Colin Cowie.
Hey, Colin.
How are you doing? Thank you very much for calling in.
Pleasure. So what's happening that side?
Well, number one, we wanted to tell you congratulations on being Creative of the Week. To be the party planner for the stars, was that your whole lifelong dream?
No, not at all. I actually had the most extraordinary life, amazing. I worked unbelievably hard. I just traveled around the world. I was in 21 days. I was in 11 cities, 4 countries, non-stop. But I don't know any other way, and that's how I like it. And I guess if you want to get something done, get a busy person to do it.
So,
and after all of a sudden, went no sleep of running around the world like a crazy guy. I went to Tampa, where I launched last Sunday night my HSN collection. And it was wildly successful, and I was so happy with the performance and the sell-through, and I had no idea that it was going to be so successful, so much so that many of the things that we were going to sell on the website sold out completely. But it's always good to get a good response from the merchandise, and I'm happy I struck the right chord.
yeah, you know, Colin, you speak volumes in your dedication to doing what you do and your passion and love for what it is that you do, and it shows in your clientele. It shows in your fame in this business, and to be you know, you're coming down here, I believe, to do something with the couple of weeks with the Tampa Bay Meeting Professionals International, and that we just had them on the show earlier in the last segment, and they just can't stop talking about how wonderful of an opportunity it is to come out and see you go down there, and that's huge, Colin. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. It's November the 15th, and you know, I love speaking to industry professionals, to the caterers, the party planners, the pros, the rental equipment companies, the people who put these big banquets together, because they really understand what it takes to make and to design and to do things on the scale that we do. And I've been very fortunate to, you know, work for some of the richest people in the world that have afforded me the budget to do some of the most extraordinary things imaginable. And for me, I love these sessions and seminars because it gives me a chance to give back and share what I have learned with the industry, whether it's in China or whether it's in South Africa or in England or wherever it is that we work, because like 60% of our business is outside of the U.S. So it's a fun forum to be able to give back.
I think that's great. I'm hoping to come and see you. Now, you also have the whole Colin Cowie Lifestyles part, and which is you have your HSN thing. Where do you find time to do everything that there is that you want to do? And you're also globally.
You know, I have to tell you, the reason why I love getting up every day is I really have an amazing staff of people. And we are really incredibly disciplined. I have different teams of people assigned to different projects. So there's really 3 sides to our business. There's the side of my business that produces first and foremost my greatest passion, which is that of doing wonderful parties and events and celebrating milestone celebrations around the world. The second part is taking all that I have learned in terms of a lifestyle and living a rich, full, passionate life and sharing that with everyone through many different forms of media, from contributing towards the Oprah Winfrey show and my role as the host of the CBS Early Show, as a lifestyle correspondent. And I contribute a lot of things to Oprah Magazine, to InStyle Magazine, Bon Appetit Gourmet. And as a result of it, I have the ability to be in touch with the richest of the rich, and I also provide that content from getting the most out of life by spending the least amount of time and spending the least amount of money, which is the premise of my new book, which is being launched on the 31st of December. It's really about, you know, Colin Cowie Chic is the title of the book, and the whole story behind it is, you know, life as it should be, because this is how we should live our lives, without investing too much time, too much money, and too much effort. So it's really a book that helps us navigate our way through home, when we travel, and in the workplace. And the third part of my business, where my time is spent, is in hospitality, is designing hotels and restaurants and coming up with ideas and concepts for bars and consulting on real interesting projects and airlines. So I really have a lot of fun with it. I work with a couple of different companies in electronics. So it keeps me busy, but I'm able to be busy because I'm surrounded by really great people who I love to work with. It's a great working environment.
Do you ever have, and this is such a silly question, but do you ever have your best friend's wife's daughter who's having her first birthday on a smaller scale? And Colin, please, can you help us do something as simple as this?
Well, I do. Obviously, I don't do it, but I would say, you know what? I just saw this, and go and buy this, speak to someone to do this, and speak to the following person. You know, I don't. We really. I don't take on many events. I do 4 to 6 weddings a year, period.
Wow.
And I do about 8 to 10, maybe 12 other parties a year.
Wow,
And we
that's still a
really
lot.
treat our parties as art formats.
Oh, I think that's wonderful.
And from the time my client comes to work with me to the time that they leave, the guests are out and the guests leave, we appeal to all 5 senses. I want you to taste it, be able to taste it, to touch it, to feel it, to smell it, and to hear it. So we work really hard at doing these events, and we do everything. It's basically from the design to the food and the flowers, right down to the performers, push-up bra and false eyelashes, whatever it takes to make it glamorous, fun, and gorgeous. And everything in between.
Yeah, Colin, your book that hits the stands in December is it a mix between somebody like myself could purchase it and get ideas on how to have a successful party and not spend a Tom Cruise budget or a Oprah Winfrey or a Hugh Hefner kind of budget?
It's more than that. Not only is it about showing you how to be a rock star without spending a lot of time or money,
Awesome.
but it's how to be a gentleman. It's how to shave correctly. It's how to write that thank you note that's going to make you get invited back again. It's like what to wear on your shoulder when you walk into a room of people that you've never met before, how to behave at a cocktail party, when to leave. So it's really a book that adds not only the physical style of our lives, but kind of a lot of like how to behave in certain situations. And I think there's so many areas that as we move into this world that's dominated by electronic media and the way we communicate with one another, I think a lot of those boundaries haven't been drawn or defined. So without preaching anything, I suggested some great ways to help us navigate it and do it the right way.
Wonderful.
You know, Colin, you've done everything. You are a published author. You're on television. You know everybody. What's next for you? You've launched a new product on HSN. What's next for Colin Cowie?
The hotel.
Yeah.
The hotel experience is something I'm very interested in. I'm currently designing. I'm the creative director for a 600-room hotel in Hong Kong that we're rebranding from the ground up. Hotels, restaurants, uniforms, banqueting program, the rooms, every single aspect of it. And it's something that I'm very fascinated in because most of my work goes up and it gets pulled down, 6 hours after the event.
Right.
And what I really create for these people is an experience. So to have an experience with a credit card that keeps them running and the thing continues and has a lifespan, obviously very meaningful to me.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful, Colin. My last plea to you before you leave is that if you ever include any kind of visual graphics, elements, and animation and that kind of stuff in any of your party planning and any kind of your designs, give us a holler, and what we'll do is we'll hook up and we'll get some stuff out there for you, okay?
Would love to.
All right.
Thank you very much for letting us call you. I've always admired you, and I've watched everything I can, read everything I can about you, so I've been giddy about it all week. So thank you.
Thanks for making it fun to chat. I enjoy talking with you guys.
Thanks so much, Colin. Have a wonderful evening.
Bye-bye.